Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, I look at this side and think to myself, who's going to make the difference? Well, there's only one answer, and it has to be Rivaldo. He's capable of producing some extraordinary moments.
Indeed. Offensively, I guess there's very little, if anything, missing from his game. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pedri. Pedri going face-to-face with his great rival. He's picked his way through. Just too much on that. Could move up a gear here. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Iniesta. And it's Pedri. And here's Hullet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and size.
Chance! Vitinha. Iniesta. First quarter of an hour gone. Played out to the left flank. Kvaratskhelia receives it in a wide position. He's rising! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Pedri, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. And it's Iniesta. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gerrard. Valencia are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Hasebe. And it's Hullet. Hullet on a serious charge here. Here's Vitinha. Gerrard. Now, what about a counter-attack? Just eases him off the ball. Roberto Baggio driving forward. Pedri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vitinha. And it's Pedri. Almost half an hour in now. He has a look. Messi! Messi! From another planet! A finish right from the top draw. And we have liftoff. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Serginho has the space to scheme. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Iniesta. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Kvaratskhelia in acres of space out wide. And it's Iniesta. Distributed tidily. Well, nicely intercepted. Rashford is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. chance here! Oh, he's been caught napping! And this is Iniesta. Vitinha. Zanetti. Rivaldo. And it's Kadiolu. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Akanji. That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Valencia leading by 1 at the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Valencia are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que depositen sus desperdicios en las papeleras que hay instaladas en varios puntos del estadio.
So we're off again. Valencia currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Pedri conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Rashford. Now this could be a chance. Looking for options for movement. Nice control. Serginho has it out wide. Oh, great leap! And he hits the net. They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Rashford. That has ended up in no man's land. Rashford is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Iniesta. Vitinha. Gerrard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Rashford will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's in plenty of space here. He's in a great position here. Impressive jump. It's a goal. And the comeback is complete. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Jamaica with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Pedri. Here's Vitinha. And it's Iniesta. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, no joy this time. Rijkaard. Pressing high and with purpose. Roberto Baggio. He's a sharp little ball here. Vitinha. That has not gone well. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. He is through here. Plenty to aim at here. And he was alert to it. Nicely spread. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Gerrard. And it's Serginho. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Baresi. And Adams. Akanji. Serginho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he latch on to this?
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Valencia now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Serginho, who's set up one goal so far. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 4, el dorsal 18, Iniesta.
No, he wasn't going to let him past.
El dorsal 21, el dorsal 8, serán
Pelé.
sustituidos por el dorsal 11,
Xavi.
el dorsal
Looking
9,
wide. Now it's
el
Kvaratskhelia.
dorsal 6, Xavi, el dorsal 20, Rosicky.
Jamaica clearly now in lead preservation mode. Jamaica do have a chance to counter here. Looking to play him in. Serginho, and the shot! And he's stuck it away. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So is that the decisive? And that is as far as it goes. Valencia pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Busquets. And here's Hullet. Roberto Baggio. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed. Iniesta! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And it's been given away. He's found a way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cannavaro. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
There's the shot! That'll be a throw. Szoboszlai. Still goalless at the moment. Roberto Baggio, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Neymar. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Picked out brilliantly. Shapes to shoot! Iniesta can clear it away. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Roberto Baggio, looking to be a menace in the final third. Busquets. And it's Hasebe. Szoboszlai did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Gravenberch. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Valencia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Hullet. And this is Roberto Baggio. And he's managed to get free. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Kubo. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hasebe. Now it's Hullet. That's Busquets. And it's Baggio. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Busquets. And it's Baggio. Baggio making good progress. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Roberto Baggio really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
Oh, terrible pass. Hazard. It's Hazard! Kubo! There it is! And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them. And that is all they have time for. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Valencia come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 16.
We're on the move again.
Valencia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Valencia do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's chosen to go back. Pedri. Roberto Baggio touches it back. Now there's a fine ball. Shot at goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. Hazard. Now it's Hullet. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Szoboszlai. Looking for the run. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Messi looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Pedri conjures time and space where few can. And it's Pedri. Just about up to the hour now. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it...
Takes a shot! Oh, and it's come back out to him. It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach.
It's Baggio! And that is quite wonderful! About as smooth as it gets. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival. Szoboszlai. Hullet. Chance, surely! Superb from Hullet! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, sweet feet. 75 minutes played. And here's Neymar. Now that's a fine challenge.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, nice touch. Hazard. That is a brilliant interception. Pedri. Looking to play him in. Oh, perfectly measured that. That's tidy. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, good climb. Harmlessly behind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So we have
4,
movement on both
el
benches.
dorsal 24, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 18, Iniesta. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11, el dorsal 9, Hazard, el dorsal 80, Ronaldinho.
Well, they've got it
el dorsal
again.
22. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio
This
de
is
jugadores.
intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Pedri. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Messi!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Valencia desperately searching for the winner here. Stood up well to him there. Pacho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Can he get it? And he shoots! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Looking for options for movement. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. How they wanted to win, they did everything to win, but time has beaten them. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's some...
minutes.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off. Vitinha making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Iniesta. Vitinha. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio! The sheer brilliance of Roberto Baggio!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So he's having a hit! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Gullit does really well to win the ball there. Hasebe. Valencia leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Engages and forces him off the ball. Nedved. And the shot! Hasebe getting this one clear.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Iniesta conjures time and space where few can. Valencia very much in the ascendancy, and with a goal to their name. Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia. He's found the way through. Cross goes in. He's rising! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Bergomi. And it's Del Piero. That's a nicely shaped ball. Adriano gets into a good position. And the finish! And one more try! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Nedved really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Hasebe. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Can he get on the end of this? Kvaratskhelia in acres of space out wide. A header! Oh, crossbar! And he can clear it away. Oh, what has happened here? And this is Iniesta. Oh, good spread. Nice sequence of passes, this. Neymar.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Vitinha, who can single-handedly make a difference. Valencia are looking to break at pace. That's a good ball out wide. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's been caught on it here! And a header! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Hasebe is the team's great visionary.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. Kvaratskhelia with the delivery. And we have our very first corner. That's a good ball. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Vitinha, good driving run. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nedved.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Roberto Baggio, looking to add to his goal.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Gullit has got himself a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. And it's Baggio. Good running, strong and purposeful. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Valencia just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Valencia just about ahead, 1-0 at the break.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So off we go again. Valencia leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Kvaratskhelia. He's through here. Oh, that's a key interception. Thuram. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Gullit. Adriano. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Gullit going face-to-face with his great rival. Iniesta. And Baggio. Vitinha. It's a good run down the right. That's Busquets. And it's Rijkaard. He's in plenty of space here. And he's managed to get free. And that's played in low. And he's there to clear it. Valencia are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Now there's a fine ball. He's found some shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Great challenge, time to perfection. Iniesta. Iniesta getting forward. So Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
And he's forced to go back. For Messi. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Vitinha unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Adriano. Del Piero. Very nicely done. That is good strength. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Valencia have their second corner now.
Iniesta, el dorsal 4, el dorsal 24. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 8, el dorsal 9, Casa, el dorsal 11. Cambio de jugadores.
Messi plays it short. Valencia are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. It's Bale! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Bale with the short one. Lovely bit of skill. Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And this is Pelé.
Valencia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Pelé, looking to play him in. Look at the space here. Great ball, and he's in here. Shot a goal! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Cruyff has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Caught offside that time. Valencia can consider themselves just about safe now. And it's Bale. Drive. Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale! About as smooth as it gets. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Arsenal cut their deficit, and look, that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Valencia can make their change now with a break in play.
El dorsal 21.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out. This will probably be a think far post.
Gilberto Silva. El dorsal 6. Xavi.
All hands on deck for this one. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, such a clever touch. It's Bale!
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. They've played it short. Oh, sweet feet. He slings it in. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Taken quickly here. Looking for options for movement. He is just caressing the ball. And he shoots! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Desperate defending required here. Bale goes short. Plays in a header! And that's in! They have stolen level at the last! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think
He's gone for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
well, a decent draw, Peter.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. Club America have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
And he's had it nicked away. Messi. Good, strong midfield running here. He'll try from distance! Oh, nearly. Oh, terrible mistake. Oh, can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Shifted it to the flank. That is good progress on the left. Oh, nice touch. He's looking unstoppable. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Just eases him off the ball. De Ligt did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today. Oh no, this does... And a chance! There it is! Simplicity itself.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Club America are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Has to go back here. Roberto Baggio! Messi is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That has not gone well. Valencia are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Gets a good foot in there. Chiellini, and that's been intercepted. Busquets makes a dash for it. It's run loose here. And it's Iniesta. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Vitinha. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Hullet. Oh, he's shot a goal! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Busquets. Iniesta. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vitinha tries to play it through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Messi. Busquets. It's Hullet. It's Park Ji-sung. Timber. Timber ventures forward. Iniesta. Hullet. He's a sharp little ball here. Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for a corner. Club America with the corner. There first. That's tidy. Vitinha.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Vitinha. Roberto Baggio, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. And this is Ronaldo. And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Kvaratskhelia receives it in a wide position.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And Hullet! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Oh, that's a key interception. Messi really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And this is Neymar. And no, that was never going to make it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's had a shot! The sheer brilliance of Roberto Baggio! A finish of true class! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Hasebe. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. That'll be a throw-in. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good read, needed to be. Messi. Neymar. Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. Busquets. Kvaratskhelia. That's Busquets. And that's really well manoeuvred. And this is Hullet. Vitinha. Messi, given the lift of his goal. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Kvaratskhelia. Can he get on the end of this?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Club America really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And this is Hullet.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Busquets. Vitinha can so cleverly bypass the press. Driving forward. Kante does really well to win the ball there. It's Park Ji-sung. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And that is hit. Getting up there! Has fallen kindly here. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Cambio en el América. Número 23. Número 20. Messi. Número 10. Entran. Número
So we have
13.
movement on both
Número
benches.
6.
So
Número
one moment's
19.
crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Pelé.
Pretty robust defending. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Hazard. Now it's Bernardo Silva. He might be in here. And the shots! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Valencia now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
And he can thump it away. Cristiano Ronaldo.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, he's seen that early. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Valencia have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling.
Yaya Toure will be key here, Peter. His versatility and drive makes him a nightmare for the opposition.
He was actually a much more conventional... There's the shot! And that has been cleared. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Baggio. He's had it taken off him. And the pass is intercepted. Iniesta. Oh, this is a very good run. Plays it in low. And he can thump it away. Throw it. Busquets. Ball played for Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gerrard does well to get it back. Now it's Del Piero. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shifted it to the flank.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, great leap! Harmlessly behind. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Great defending, strong and determined. You can run onto that. Great chance! That's put paid to the danger. Pele. Oh, they could break here. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. And this is Del Piero. Real chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Kvaratskhelia actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's Pirlo. Picked out brilliantly, and the ball's come loose here. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Roberto Baggio. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Cannavaro, always a very imposing presence at the back. Iniesta. That's going wide left. Busquets. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. 15 minutes till half-time. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. And it's Baggio. Hasebe is the team's great visionary. Rijkaard. And no, that was never going to make it. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's nice. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
That's destined for the flank. Now it's Kvaratskhelia.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's heaved it away. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. He's got away. And this is Messi. And the finish! He's scored!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And this is Hullet. He's in, must be! Threatening run, but a measured piece of goalkeeping.
I just thought he showed a little too much of it to the keeper.
And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Valencia coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Valencia leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Valencia can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Roberto Baggio, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now there's a fine ball. Toure gets it clear. Vitinha is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pirlo. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Applies the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's had it nicked away. He'll try from distance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.